Ladies, let me ask you something that might surprise you. The fastest way to look older isn't your wrinkles, it's your blouse. Shocking, right? It's not your skin, not your hair, not even your weight. The blouse you put on every morning has more power over how young or dated you appear than you might ever realize. Have you ever pulled out a blouse you've had for years, slipped it on, and suddenly felt like something was just off? You still love it for the comfort, maybe for the memories attached to it. But when you look in the mirror, your reflection feels heavy, less radiant, almost like your spark has dimmed, and you catch yourself thinking, have I changed too much? The truth is, nothing is wrong with your body. Your body is still worthy of admiration, still full of strength and beauty. The issue lies in the blouse you choose. The wrong blouse can drag you down, make your face look tired, and drain your energy. The right one, on the other hand, lifts you up. It brightens your skin, brings a sparkle to your eyes, and unlocks a whole new level of confidence. That's exactly what I want to uncover with you today. We're going to talk about 7 common blouse mistakes many women over 50 still make without even realizing it. But don't worry. Along with every mistake, I'll show you a quick fix. No surgery, no shopping spree, just a few smart changes that can instantly help you look younger, feel elegant, and step out with confidence. And remember, this isn't about chasing trends or dressing to please anyone else. This is about honoring yourself. It's about walking into a room and letting everyone see the glow that comes from within. So let's dive into the mistakes that are quietly aging you and exactly what to do instead. So how important is a blouse, really? Think of it like the frame around a painting. A poor frame can make even the most beautiful artwork look less valuable, while a refined frame makes the whole piece come alive. Your blouse works the same way. It sits right beneath your face, and it's the very first thing people notice when they look at you. That single choice can make the difference between someone seeing you as bright, radiant, and full of life, or tired, heavy, and washed out. Have you noticed this yourself? The moment you slip on a blouse that's soft, perfectly fitted, in a color that flatters your skin, suddenly your complexion looks brighter, your eyes sparkle a little more. But the wrong blouse can dim that light, dragging your energy down, almost like a beautiful sky suddenly hidden under gray clouds. And here's the best part. A blouse doesn't just change how others see you, it changes how you feel about yourself. Psychologists call this enclothed cognition. When you wear the right piece, your body naturally stands taller, your smile feels easier, and every step carries more confidence. You're not just wearing fabric, you're wearing freedom, freshness, and the belief that your spirit is still vibrant. Picture this. It's morning, and you choose a silk blouse in deep emerald green. You glance in the mirror and watch how the color reflects onto your skin, making your whole face glow. You step out the door with your shoulders back and your chin slightly lifted, and people can sense the positive energy radiating from you before you even speak a word. A blouse is never just fabric. It's a whisper that says, you are still beautiful, you are still radiant, you are still worthy of being seen. So the next time you stand in front of your closet, ask yourself, does this blouse lift me up? Does it make me feel fresh, confident, alive? And if you've ever found your own power blouse, share it with us in the comments, because this community is a place where every woman can shine together, glowing, youthful, and radiant side by side. Mistake 1. Blouses that are too long. Let's start with a sneaky mistake hiding in plain sight. Blouses that are simply too long. Have you ever stood in front of the mirror, wearing a blouse that drapes well past your hips, and thought with relief, thank goodness, it covers my stomach? It feels safe, but in that moment, did you truly feel radiant? Or did you notice a heaviness, as if the fabric was swallowing your shape and dimming your energy? Here's the truth. A blouse that's too long doesn't actually make you look slimmer. In fact, it does the opposite. By covering your waistline completely, it erases your natural shape and makes your upper body look boxy. The eye gets pulled downward, and suddenly your legs, no matter how slim, look shorter. It's an optical illusion that so many women over 50 fall into without even realizing it. I'll never forget a styling session I had in New York. A very elegant woman walked into the fitting room, proudly holding up a long tunic she was convinced was her savior. She whispered, I always choose long tops. They hide the belly I don't like. She thought she had found the trick, but then she tried on a blouse that just skimmed her hips. I suggested a little front tuck, nothing dramatic, and suddenly, magic. Her face lit up, her shoulders lifted, her legs looked a few inches longer. Her friend gasped and said, "You look 10 years younger." That's the power of proportion. A small change in blouse length can transform your entire look. Think of it like heavy curtains in a room. Too much fabric, and the space feels dark and closed in. Replace them with light drapes, and suddenly the sunlight pours in. The room feels open, fresh, and alive. Blouses work the same way. When they're too long, they block your natural light. When they're the right length, they let your beauty shine through. So how do you avoid this long blouse trap? First, choose blouses that hit at your hips or mid-hip. This is the sweet spot. Long enough to give coverage, but short enough to balance your figure and keep your silhouette sleek. Second, try a front tuck or half tuck. Just a little tuck in the front while letting the back drape naturally creates the illusion of a waistline, elongates the legs, and makes your whole frame look balanced. And if you still love tunics, pair them with skinny jeans or leggings. The slim fit on the bottom balances out the relaxed top, so you keep comfort and elegance. But most importantly, remember this. You don't need a perfect waistline to look stylish. Just a hint of shape is enough to look elegant. One soft curve, one intentional proportion, and suddenly your confidence and radiance come forward. Here's a little experiment. Grab one of your longer blouses from the closet. Stand in front of the mirror. First, let it hang loose. Then, do a simple front tuck. Now, look closely. Notice your eyes, your smile, your posture. Do you see the difference? It's not your body that changed. It's the way the blouse is framing what you already have. That's the secret. Fashion isn't about hiding yourself. It's about elevating you, and with one small adjustment, you'll see yourself looking fresher, softer, and more free. Now, I'd love to hear from you. How many of the blouses in your closet are swallowing your shape? And have you ever tried the front tuck trick to see the difference? Share your story in the comments so we can inspire each other. Now, let's talk about another trap many women fall into, relying only on dark colors. Mistake 2, only wearing dark colors. Here's a mistake that feels safe but can quietly drain your glow, wearing only dark colors. Black has long been seen as the symbol of elegance, power, and sophistication. Women love it because it feels slimming, easy to pair, and never goes out of style. But that very safety can turn into a hidden trap. When your entire wardrobe is built around dark tones, your face can start to look tired. Your skin loses its brightness, and your overall energy feels muted. Picture this: a room painted in solid dark gray. No matter how beautiful the furniture, the space still feels heavy, lacking light. Our eyes naturally crave contrast, a balance between light and dark. Clothing works the same way. If you dress yourself only in darkness, there's nothing for the light to bounce off of, nothing to bring life back to your features. I once attended a cocktail party where 2 women arrived at the same time. One wore head-to-toe black. The other wore navy pants with a sapphire blouse. Guess who turned every head in the room? The woman in sapphire. Her face seemed to glow, her eyes sparkled, and she lit up the space around her. The woman in black was just as beautiful, but she faded into the background. That's the power of color. It doesn't just change how others see you, it changes how you feel about yourself. Put on a shade that flatters your skin and hair, and suddenly you're standing taller, smiling brighter, radiating more energy. Psychologists call this enclothed cognition, the idea that what you wear can actually shift your emotions and the confidence you project. Now, this doesn't mean you have to give up black. Black is timeless, black is chic, but when it's the only color you wear, you lose balance. A beautiful painting isn't made of shadows alone. It needs light and highlights to give it depth and life. So how do you escape the all-black trap? First, pair black with lighter shades. A black blouse with ivory pants or camel trousers instantly looks fresher and more modern. Second, experiment with jewel tones. Emerald, sapphire, ruby. These colors don't just look luxurious, they reflect light back onto your skin, giving you that radiant glow. Third, Don't underestimate bright accessories. A silk scarf, a strand of pearls, or simple silver earrings can lift your face and bring youthfulness back to your smile. I once worked with a client who had worn nothing but black for 20 years. The first time she tried on a sapphire blouse, she actually cried. "I can't remember the last time I looked this alive," she whispered. From that day forward, her closet slowly filled with color, each new shade adding joy back into her life. And that's the lesson. It's not about giving up black. It's about letting color bring out your natural radiance. Next time you're in front of the mirror, drape a bright scarf under your chin instead of the usual black. Watch your eyes, your skin, your smile. Notice the difference. And if you've ever had that, "Wow, I look radiant" moment with a certain color, share it with us. Your story might just inspire another woman to rediscover her own light. Speaking of visuals, let's tackle the issue of chaotic prints. Mistake 3. Loud, overwhelming patterns. Patterns can be fun, but too much of a good thing can steal the spotlight from you. A print can bring joy. A floral blouse can turn an ordinary day into something lively, almost like carrying a little garden with you. But when the print is oversized, overly colorful, or visually chaotic, the blouse stops being the frame that highlights you. Instead, it demands all the attention and pushes your face and presence out of focus. I'll never forget one client who asked me, "Why is it that every time I wear my big, colorful floral blouses, people ask if I'm tired?" The truth? She wasn't tired at all. She was healthy and full of energy. But the blouse was literally stealing the light from her skin, dulling her face and making her eyes appear less vibrant. It wasn't her. It was the pattern. Think about it this way. Imagine standing in front of a wall splashed with a dozen clashing colors, dark and bright mixed together. Your eyes can't find a place to rest. That's the exact effect of a blouse that's too loud. People may look at you, but they're not truly seeing you. That doesn't mean you have to banish prints from your wardrobe. Quite the opposite. When chosen wisely, patterns are the spice that bring charm and personality to an outfit. The secret is subtlety. First, lean toward smaller, refined prints. Tiny florals, soft polka dots, or delicate geometric shapes add just enough interest while keeping your face in the spotlight. Second, keep your color palette tight. A blouse with just 2 or 3 coordinated shades looks polished and elegant instead of chaotic. Third, use patterns strategically. Vertical or diagonal stripes don't just look chic, they create the illusion of length and slimness, which naturally elevates your look. I once watched a client transform right before my eyes. She walked in wearing a bold blouse. Huge red flowers splashed across a green background. She sighed at her reflection and said, "Why do I look so much older in this?" Then she tried on a navy blouse with soft ivory mini florals. Instantly, her whole face lit up. Her skin looked softer, her eyes sparkled, and she broke into the brightest smile. Finally, I see myself again. That moment was proof that the problem isn't patterns themselves. It's how we choose them. The right print acts like a graceful frame, highlighting the masterpiece inside. And that masterpiece is you. Your blouse should frame your beauty, not compete with it. Here's a simple experiment. Pull out the busiest blouse you own and take a quick photo in it. Then swap it for something with smaller prints or subtle stripes, and take another photo. Compare the two side by side. Notice how much fresher and more vibrant your face looks in the simpler blouse. That's the difference the right pattern can make. And if you've ever had your own wow moment switching from loud to refined prints, share it in the comments. Your story might inspire another woman to rediscover her glow. But even with the right color and print, something else can still be missing: structure. Mistake 4. Skipping structure with layers. One of the simplest style upgrades after 50 is adding a little structure. A plain blouse is always easy and safe, but when it stands alone, the look can feel flat, lacking a real point of interest. It's like listening to a song that has melody but no rhythm. Pleasant enough, but missing the drum beat that makes it unforgettable. I've experienced this myself. I once showed up for a casual lunch in a crisp white blouse and blue jeans. Looking in the mirror, I thought, this works. It's fine. But something was missing. Then I threw on a navy blazer. Instantly, I had to laugh at the transformation. My shoulders looked sharper, my waist more defined, and suddenly the whole outfit felt polished, almost as if a stylist had just stepped in. Even friends noticed. You look so elegant. That shift took seconds, and it came from one simple layer. Blazers and cardigans aren't just outerwear, they're sculpting tools. A tailored blazer can broaden the shoulders, create vertical lines that lengthen the body, highlight the waist, and encourage a straighter posture. The result? You look taller, slimmer, and carry yourself with more confidence. And here's the beauty of it. You don't have to overhaul your entire outfit. Just one jacket can transform casual into professional, or make simple feel sophisticated enough for dinner out. So, how do you make this practical? First, keep at least one neutral blazer in your wardrobe. Navy, beige, or black are timeless choices. Easy to pair, always appropriate. Throw it over a white blouse, and you've got a professional look, or wear it with jeans for something chic but relaxed. Second, on days when comfort comes first, a lightweight cardigan is your best friend. It adds just enough shape while keeping things soft and easy. Third, experiment with belts or subtle layering. Cinch a flowy blouse at the waist with a slim belt, or pair a longer blouse with a light jacket to restore balance and definition. I often compare a blazer to the frame of a painting. A beautiful canvas without a frame can feel unfinished, even overlooked. But the right frame doesn't compete with the artwork. It draws your eye directly to it. Clothing works the same way. A little structure doesn't hide you, it highlights you. Structure doesn't hide you, it highlights your strength. I once worked with a client who had this exact aha moment. She walked in wearing a cream blouse and wide-leg trousers. Soft and gentle, yes, but a bit forgettable. Then she tried on a beige blazer. Instantly, her face lit up, her back straightened, and her smile grew wide with confidence. That was the moment she realized she didn't need a perfect body, just a touch of structure to let her natural beauty shine through. I want you to try this today. Take your favorite blouse, wear it as you normally would, and then add a blazer or cardigan. Stand in front of the mirror and notice the difference, not just in your outfit, but in your eyes, your stance, the energy you carry. And if you've ever had that wow moment thanks to a jacket, share it. Your story could be the nudge another woman needs to rediscover her own elegance. Now let's shift to accessories, because they can either elevate your look or overwhelm it. Mistake 5, too many accessories or matchy-matchy sets. Accessories are like spices. Just enough enhances the flavor, but too much can ruin the dish. The right accessories can completely elevate your look. A delicate pair of earrings, a classic watch, or a simple necklace can take an ordinary outfit and make it memorable. But when the spices are overdone, the outfit loses its balance. Instead of elegance, it starts to feel heavy. I once met a woman at a dinner party who wore the most beautiful blouse, a soft white top, graceful and refined. But instead of letting the blouse shine, she layered on an entire set of bold gold jewelry, a chunky necklace, long dangling earrings, stacked bangles, and rings on nearly every finger. The result? No one noticed her blouse. No one remembered her smile. All the attention went to the jewelry, and it completely overshadowed her. Now, that doesn't mean accessories are bad. In fact, they're essential. They're the perfect finishing touch when used thoughtfully. The secret isn't in the quantity, it's in the curation. First, choose 1 or 2 clear focal points. A pair of statement earrings with a classic watch is often all you need to look chic and polished. Second, yes, you can mix metals, gold with silver, or even a touch of rose gold. It can be stylish and modern, but keep the number of pieces limited. Otherwise, instead of complementing each other, the pieces compete, and you risk looking like a walking jewelry display. Third, let your blouse and accessories balance each other. If your blouse is already bold, a bright red or a loud floral print, let the jewelry be understated. Maybe just a small pair of studs or a thin bracelet. But if your blouse is simple, that's the moment a necklace or scarf can step forward. I often tell my clients this: accessories are like stage lights. They're not the star of the show. They're meant to highlight the star, and the star is you. Elegance lives in simplicity. I'll never forget one client who walked into a fitting room wearing armfuls of gold bangles and glittering rings. I suggested she remove most of them and keep just her pearl earrings and a leather strap watch. The transformation was instant. Her face looked brighter, her smile more radiant, and her confidence soared. She laughed and said, "I can't believe I look better with less. So here's a little challenge for you. Next time you're getting ready, put on all the accessories you plan to wear. Stand in front of the mirror. Then take one piece off. Look again. You'll be amazed at how much lighter, more elegant, and more harmonious your outfit feels. And if you've ever had that less is more moment yourself, share it in the comments. Your story might be the inspiration another woman needs to rediscover her own elegance. But elegance also starts with the basics, what you wear underneath. Mistake 6. The wrong undergarments. The foundation of style isn't your blouse. It's what's underneath. So many women believe that as long as they choose a beautiful blouse, luxurious fabric, flattering color, elegant cut, they're set. But the truth is very different. If your undergarments are the wrong size, or if their seams and lines show through thin fabric, all of that outer elegance disappears in an instant. A bra that's too loose can cause the bust to sag, throwing off the entire silhouette. One that's too tight digs into your back and shoulders, leaving visible lines that make an outfit look heavy. And when underwear has thick seams or lace patterns that show through a satin blouse, it instantly breaks the illusion of refinement. I'll never forget one client who came to me wearing a champagne satin blouse. On the hanger, the blouse was stunning, but when she put it on, she sighed. "This blouse betrays me. It shows every flaw." She thought the blouse was the problem, but when I handed her a seamless nude bra in the right size, everything changed. Suddenly, the blouse looked smooth, polished, and luxurious. She burst out laughing as her whole face lit up. It wasn't the blouse, it was what I wore underneath. In that moment, she reclaimed confidence she thought she had lost. Undergarments are the foundation of style. They're not meant to be seen, but they're what determine whether you look polished or messy, refined or careless. It's just like a house. No matter how beautiful the exterior, if the foundation is weak, it can't stand strong. So, how do you avoid this mistake? First, get professionally measured every 6 to 12 months. Our bodies are constantly changing with age, weight, and lifestyle. A bra that fits properly is one of the best investments you'll ever make in your style. Second, invest in seamless nude tone pieces. They disappear under blouses, creating a smooth canvas that lets the outer layer truly shine. Third, avoid lace or heavily textured lingerie under thin fabrics. Those details may be pretty, but when they show through, they instantly compromise the elegance of your outfit. I've seen complete transformations simply from switching undergarments. One client told me she couldn't wear silk blouses anymore because she had too many flaws. But when she tried on a properly fitted bra and seamless panties, suddenly that emerald silk blouse became her secret weapon. She looked in the mirror, eyes sparkling, and whispered, "I can't remember the last time I felt this elegant. And I want you to remember this. It's never your body's fault. It's about the right foundation. Your beauty doesn't fade with age, and your body isn't the problem. The issue is simply choosing the wrong base. When the foundation is strong, everything you wear on top looks elevated. So, next time you try on a new blouse, don't just focus on the blouse itself. Swap the layer underneath. Slip on a nude seamless bra and look again. Watch how your reflection changes, your eyes brighter, your smile more confident. And if you've ever had that wow moment from simply changing what's underneath, share it with us. Your story may be the encouragement another woman needs to rediscover her own confidence. And finally, let's talk about a mistake that comes from trying too hard. Mistake 7. Dressing too young or chasing teen trends. Chasing trends isn't the same as looking modern. There's a common misunderstanding many women over 50 still believe. If you dress like a teenager, you'll look younger and more current. But the reality, that almost never works. Crop tops, cartoon graphic tees, or cutout blouses that show a little too much skin often end up looking forced. Instead of helping you shine, they make you look like you're pretending, borrowing someone else's style instead of owning your own. I'll never forget one client, a graceful 62-year-old, who shared her story with me. Her daughter had invited her on a shopping trip and handed her a crop top to try. She slipped it on in the dressing room, then looked in the mirror and laughed. I feel like I'm wearing my granddaughter's clothes. But it wasn't the laugh of joy. It was nervous. When she stepped out, I could see her shoulders rounding in, her eyes avoiding her reflection. That blouse didn't make her look youthful. It made her feel misplaced. Her body wasn't the problem. The problem was that the blouse didn't speak her language. Why does chasing teen trends backfire? First, those clothes are designed for different bodies and lifestyles. On a mature woman, they create a contrast that's hard to ignore. Second, loud details like neon colors or bold slogans pull attention away from your face, where your real beauty lives in your eyes, your smile, your stories. And third, trends come and go in a heartbeat. Smart style lasts. It evolves with you, lifting you up year after year. So, what's the solution? It's not about rejecting fashion. It's about making fashion work for you. Choose blouses that are modern but refined. A soft silk blouse with a gentle V-neck can instantly brighten your face and give you freshness without losing sophistication. Say no to childish graphics. Skip cartoon prints and teen slogans, and instead go for solids or subtle geometric patterns. They look youthful and grown up. Pair them with structured basics. Tailored trousers, a midi skirt, or dark straight-leg jeans balance everything out, giving you both elegance and edge. I swapped that crop top for my client with a teal silk blouse, soft V-neck, lightly tucked in at the front, paired with charcoal-tailored pants. When she turned to the mirror, her whole face lit up. Gone was the awkwardness of borrowing her granddaughter's clothes. In its place stood a confident, radiant woman whose eyes sparkled. "I feel like myself again," she said. And that's the magic of choosing the right clothes. Fashion is like music. Trends are the drum beat, but you are the melody. If the drums drown everything out, the melody gets lost. But when they work together, the song soars. Clothes are the same. The right colors lift your skin, the right fabric whispers elegance, and the right cut brings balance, so that you, the melody, can shine. Here's a little exercise. Put together 2 outfits, one trying too hard look, a crop top or slogan tee, and one smart modern look, a silk blouse with tailored pants. Take photos of both and look closely at your eyes in each picture. Which one shows a brighter sparkle? Which one makes your smile more natural? That's the outfit that belongs to you. And I want you to hold on to this. You don't need to dress younger. You need to dress smarter. You don't need to borrow anyone else's age to glow. All you need is to choose the light that reflects the beauty already inside you. When you do, your steps feel lighter, your smile grows wider, and freedom returns to every moment. Shopping smart, the true secret to an elegant wardrobe. Ladies, let me share a truth with you. A closet overflowing with clothes doesn't equal style. What you really need are just a few blouses that truly fit, flatter, and work in more than one setting. Think of it like a bouquet. You don't need 100 stems to make an impression. Just a handful of the right flowers can light up an entire room. The first rule is to start with your lifestyle. If you're often at events, reach for polished blouses that layer easily under a blazer or pair beautifully with a pencil skirt. If you're a traveler, choose cotton or linen that breathes and moves with you. And if your days are mostly about coffee dates, errands, or a stroll through town, simple but refined blouses will keep you feeling fresh and comfortable from morning to night. The second rule, fit matters more than trends. I've seen women buy a blouse just because it's in, only to wear it once before banishing it to the back of the closet. A blouse that fits properly, on the other hand, lifts your shoulders, raises your chin, and gives you an effortless elegance no trend can compete with. Fashion fades, but fit is forever. The third rule, color is everything. The right shade can bring your whole face to life. A sapphire blouse can make your eyes sparkle and your hair shine. An ivory blouse can soften your features and make you look instantly younger. But the wrong color? It can dull your skin and leave you looking tired. Don't pick based on what looks pretty on the hanger. Pick what makes your reflection glow in the mirror. The fourth rule, fabric defines the level of sophistication. Crisp cotton, flowing silk, natural linen. These are timeless choices that feel as good as they look. Touch a quality fabric and you'll feel confident before you even put it on. But cheap fabrics, thin, shiny, or easily wrinkled, can make even a beautiful design look less refined. And finally, follow the 3-outfit rule. Never buy a blouse just because it looks pretty on the rack. Ask yourself, can I style this at least 3 different ways with what I already own? If the answer is no, it will probably just gather dust in your closet. I once worked with a client who had 30 blouses, but when I asked her which ones she actually wore, she admitted, only 5. They were the ones that fit, flattered, and suited her colors. The rest just wasted space and money. After our session, she laughed and said, I've learned that more isn't better, better's better. And from then on, with just a handful of carefully chosen blouses, she created dozens of outfits, each one fresh, different, but always elegant and confident. So, here's a little challenge for you. Open your closet today and pull out 3 blouses that make you feel radiant when you wear them. Place them front and center. Then style each one with at least 3 different pieces you already own. You'll realize quickly that with just a few smart choices, your wardrobe can feel both streamlined and endlessly inspiring. Ladies, what a journey we've just shared together. You've seen it now. Your blouse is never just a blouse. It's the foundation of elegance, the frame that allows your face and your presence to truly shine. By simply avoiding 7 small but powerful mistakes and making smarter choices instead, you can see yourself looking fresher, younger, and more confident every single day. And always remember this, style isn't defined by the blouse. It's defined by the woman who brings it to life. The blouse is only the frame. You are the light that makes the whole picture glow. Age isn't a limitation. It's an opportunity to refine your taste, to choose with intention, and to let your style say to the world, I am vibrant, radiant, and full of life. If this video has sparked something new for you, hit that like button so I know you're here with me. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a weekly dose of style and confidence. And please, share this video with a friend, a sister, or someone you love, because we all deserve to shine together. Stay confident, stay radiant, and I'll see you in the next video.